Strait of Hormuz is a narrow waterway connecting the Persian Gulf to the open ocean, and it is one of the world's most critical maritime chokepoints. Its importance to the world boils down to this: about one-fifth of the world's total oil consumption, and a significant portion of its natural gas, passes through this strait. Brief story: a global artery at risk. Think of the Strait of Hormuz as the world's most important energy artery. For decades, the major oil and gas producers of the Middle East, including Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Qatar, the UAE, and Kuwait, have relied on this passage to export their resources to global markets, especially to Asia. Its deep waters allow the world's largest supertankers to pass, making it an indispensable and efficient route. However, its geography also makes it highly vulnerable. At its narrowest point, the strait is just 33 kilometers, 21 miles wide, with the actual shipping lanes for incoming and outgoing traffic each only about 3 kilometers wide. This proximity to Iran's coast means that the strait can be threatened or potentially disrupted by regional conflicts. Any significant disruption here doesn't just affect a single country. It sends shockwaves through the entire global economy by threatening energy supplies and driving up prices worldwide. Full story: why the world watches Hormuz. The full story of the strait's importance is a combination of its non-negotiable role in global energy security, its immense vulnerability, and the profound consequences of its disruption. Chapter 1: The World's Energy Lifeline. The sheer volume of energy that flows through the Strait of Hormuz is staggering. Here is a snapshot of its role. Aspect: key statistic, global significance. Global oil flow. 20 to 25% of global oil exports, approximately 20 million barrels per day. This is equivalent to about one-fifth of the world's total oil consumption. Natural gas flow. 35% of global LNG trade. Nearly all of Qatar's massive LNG exports, destined for Asia and Europe, pass through this waterway. Annual value over $500 billion worth of energy trade. The strait is a conduit for an immense amount of economic value every single year. 2. A vulnerable choke point with limited alternatives. The strait's geography is its greatest weakness. It is narrow and bordered by Iran, making it susceptible to disruption from military actions, naval mines, or even just the threat of attacks, which can cause shipping insurance costs to skyrocket and effectively paralyze traffic. While some countries have built pipelines to bypass the strait, their capacity is limited. Saudi Arabia operates an east-west pipeline that can carry up to 5 million barrels per day to the Red Sea. The UAE has a pipeline to the port of Fujairah on the Gulf of Oman with a capacity of 1.5 million barrels per day. Even with these alternatives, a full closure would still remove 8 to 10 million barrels per day from the market, a massive supply shock. Countries like Kuwait, Qatar, and Iraq have almost no ability to export their oil and gas without going through the strait. 3. The devastating consequences of disruption. The current crisis in 2026 provides a stark, real-world example of what happens when the strait is threatened. When traffic grinds to a halt, the effects are immediate and severe. Skyrocketing energy prices.